Hello once again to another video on my channel. Hope you're doing good, hope you're doing well. This actually has the potential to be the makings of a very exciting game. Algeria taking on South Africa in the second match of the FIFA Series 2024. Algeria beat Bolivia by 3-2 in Bareki the other day, and South Africa, perhaps surprisingly, drew 1-1 to Andorra, but it has to be said, it was a much changed South Africa team that drew to Andorra. They still dominated that game. Better finishing, and South Africa would have comfortably won that game. They created way more chances than Andorra. They have rested their best players to play against Algeria in the Nelson Mandela Stadium. Finally, long overdue, welcoming South Africa to the Nelson Mandela Stadium. The stadium named after probably the greatest African leader there ever will be of all time. So a really, really good spectacle, we hope, as Algeria host South Africa. Now, South Africa have picked a lot of players from their AFCON squad where they came third in the competition, but there are some names left out. Percy Tau, not injured, but Hugo Broos felt he didn't need to look at him in these couple of games. He's actually called quite a few uncapped players in this squad, Hugo Broos. He's trying to look at some new players. There's some big World Cup qualifiers coming up for South Africa. I think they're in the same group as Nigeria, of course, and they'll be looking to inflict revenge after that semi-final defeat on penalties. And Nigeria did draw their first two games in World Cup qualifying, so more chance for South Africa to make it to the World Cup in 2026. But there's still some very good players there. There's the defenders from Mamelodi Sundowns. Ronwen Williams didn't play against Andorra. Expect him to start against Algeria, the best goalkeeper in Africa at the AFCON that happened in Ivory Coast. So there's some good players in there. McKenna, I'm sure, will play in the middle. It's just a shame they didn't bring the whole big squad. It would be nice to have seen the likes of Percy Tau play. Evidence Magopa would be good to see him play as well. So some players missing for South Africa, but perhaps similar to some players missing for Algeria. You could say there's no Riyad Mahrez. Ammi Gouiri has been released from the squad for a family matter. Obviously, Benassa is injured. Also, you've got Rami Ben Sebaini picking up that knee injury against Bolivia. He has been released from the squad as well. Petkovic said that he played a stronger team against Bolivia because they're more physical than South Africa. I think that's a bit insulting. South Africa, bronze medal winners at the AFCON, really on another day, could have gone all the way, lost out on penalties. Who knows what would have happened if they played Cote d'Ivoire on the final. They beat DR Congo on penalties to get to the third place finish. They beat Morocco in the last 16. They had a very good group run as well, where they smashed Namibia and drew to Tunisia as well. This is a very good team, there's no denying that. This is a big test for Algeria. We're going to see where Petkovic lies in terms of tactics against a good African side, against a coach with masses of experience in Hugo Broos in African football. This is Petkovic's first game managing Algeria against an African side. So what team will he pick? You suspect Mandrea will be the goalkeeper once again. Now, Ben Sebaini isn't going to play. Mandy scored. Petkovic said there would be changes. I want to see two new guys, not Two-Guy, because Two-Guy is a liability and I'm starting to lose faith in the lad. He's still living off the Arab Cup. His mistake against Mauritania, for me, led to the goal, led to our elimination effectively. And we have to see Algeria be defensively solid without Ben Sebaini, because he didn't play against Cameroon in Bleeder. He didn't play against Mauritania. He came off against Bolivia and we conceded twice after he went off. I would like to see Blade play alongside Mandy. I don't know what more the guy has to do. Left back, are we going to see some minutes for Hadjem? If he doesn't start, we're surely going to see Hadjem second half. Let's see Guitourne. I really want to see Guitourne right back and Youssef Attal right wing. Just one day. It would be fantastic to see that happen, but I don't think it will. Midfield will be interesting. Awar, you'd like to see get some minutes. I think Kendusi didn't play too many minutes in the first game, but was very good when he came on. He may look to players like Zorgan. Obviously, Badawi and Benassa have had to withdraw from this squad. Rafik Gitain is carrying a knock as well. Abdelli, I think, would be nice to see him get a start of minutes off the bench as well. So I think that midfield is going to be very much rotated. I'd be shocked if it's Zerouki and Bentaleb again. There's just no point in playing them again. They played the last AFCON, right? They were useless. I mean, McKenna is better than both of them combined at this moment in time. So midfield, let Awar and Abdelli play together and rotate it. Shaibi just looks a little bit lost for me. The coach said he was impressed. I don't know. Just looks a little bit lost. His Algeria debut in his first couple of games and he scored the winner against Senegal. He was looking really good. Just looks a little bit lost for me at the moment. And then the front three, so obviously Guiri's been released from the squad. No reason to play Bounjah again. I'd like to see Monsef Bakara play down the middle, the New York City man, give him a start. Looked very good when he came on, very bright. Let him have a start, his first start for Algeria, nearly scored, got the assist for Benzia as well. Benzia, can he play in the number 10 role? Is he going to play up front? I want to see these players given a go. I'd love to see Brahimi playing again. Is Ben Rahma fit to play? He wasn't even on the bench last time. Same couldn't be said for Ait-Nouri. I think I would let Ait-Nouri start on the right if he was fit. This is a player we want to see more of, but he's just not had that many minutes at club level. I'm expecting big rotation within the Algeria squad, and many players like Awar, Abdelli, Ait-Nouri, Ben Rahma, if they're fit, even Amora as well to start. If they didn't get to start the first game, let them start the second game. You know, Petkovic already gave 3 debuts, Kandusi, Haji Moussa and Bakara in the first game. Clearly not afraid to try new players, but I think it's going to be a tough game. I don't think we should get carried away by the fact that South Africa drew to Andorra. It was very much second string South Africa. I think we're at home, which gives us the advantage. If Algeria would win this game, it would be a very, very positive result. But like I said, they played Morocco and beat them and didn't concede. Clean sheet against Tunisia, 0-0. Now they're playing against Algeria. Can we get the job done? I think we'll draw the game 1-0. I think it's going to be tough. They've got very high confidence at the moment, this group of players. No one expected them, even those passionate of South African supporter, wouldn't have expected them to get third. Like, genuinely, I think that much better opposition than Bolivia. The fact that we conceded twice to Bolivia is a cause for concern defensively. We're going to really have to score 3 goals to win a game at home to Bolivia because we can't keep it tight at the back. South Africa can keep it tight at the back. They do not concede many goals. It's going to be tough to break them down. It's going to be a compliment to us if we can break them down. And when you do get past the defence, you have to face probably the best keeper on the continent in Ron Wen Williams. So, good test for Algeria. Perhaps a bigger test than people thought when the game was announced. When the game was announced, South Africa weren't the 3rd best team in Africa, coming off the back of that AFCON. Now they are. Good test for Algeria that came out the group stage. South Africa will feel they can beat anyone on their day. And I'm just hoping for a really good spectacle. The fans were really good last time. Let's see what Petkovic can do, because if Petkovic wins this game, I think the fans will really get on his side going into those World Cup qualifiers. If Petkovic was to lose, then people will be saying, well, look, he's not fit to play the big competitive African games, because ultimately we have to go into the Guinea game in the summer ready to win, probably in that stadium as well. So what are your predictions for Algeria, South Africa, Tuesday night? Another late kick-off, I think 9 o'clock again, of course, with the players and staff involved fasting, so it makes sense. Let me know your predictions, and I'll see you next time.